Yeah, I have opened, and first of all, it's you have done a good job. But one thing which is missed is you just followed the questions which are already provided. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
Okay. One thing means I'll get your doubts also, but I haven't reviewed the details completely yet. But
Okay.
you are on track. One feedback is if you look at the instructions. Let me
Yeah.
go to the instructions.
Yeah. I am not able to see your screen yet.
Ah, okay. 1 minute. I will share. Just give me a minute, okay? Yeah, now you should be able to see my screen. And if you look at the assignment,
Yeah.
so the first thing is you will need to review the files and identify the questions.
Okay.
These are examples I have given. You should not
Okay.
be using these.
Okay. Got it. Got
It is
it.
very important for you to go through the documents and then uh,
Frame the questions accordingly.
uh,
Okay. Got it. I'll write it down.
yeah, and then validate based on those.
Okay.
And submit the assignment only when you see for the question you also should document the expected answer somewhere that comes
Okay.
under testing the application. Okay,
Okay.
it is unit testing more than functionality testing.
Okay.
So for example, let me go to the resumes once. For example, let's say you wanted to search something. See, again, when you come up with the questions, you need to identify getting details about a particular document
Okay.
and then across all the documents. For example, if you wanted to list certified Azure data engineers, then
Okay.
it has to go through all the profiles and list the names who are certified Azure data engineers,
Correct.
right? But let's say you wanted to ask a question about how many years of experience Harika have,
Okay.
then it is related to only this profile,
Mm.
right? So you have to
Yes.
you have to go through all the documents, spend some time.
Okay. And
Actually,
see my own questions, right?
uh, questions and also expected response. For example, if
Okay.
you ask how many years of experience Harika have,
Okay.
okay, it should say 8 years of experience
Okay.
in IT industry and 6+ years of experience as a data engineer, or at least 8 years of overall experience, right?
Mm.
So you have to identify what the expected response also. That is
Okay.
what is creating the data validation scenarios or unit test cases.
Okay.
Okay, and then once you process, store the data in the vector store, you have to use these prompts and then get the and validate the responses against your expected response.
Okay.
Again, the actual response and expected response here will not be the same, but semantically they should be same.
Okay.
Okay, you might say expected response to be Harika have 8 years of experience. It might only display Harika 8 years. Both
Okay.
are semantically same, right? That means it is past.
Okay.
So like that, you have to take it further. Okay.
Okay.
Just keep in mind that actually going forward, domain expertise and proper testers will have more demand than the actual coders.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So now tell me what questions you have.
No, so my question, I mean, first and foremost, two things are like, So in Naresh session, we used Perplexity, and I think embeddings we used Hugging Face, right?
Yeah,
And
can you speak out a little bit louder? Your
yeah,
voice is a little bit on the lower
yeah,
side.
got it. Now,
Yeah, now it is better.
okay. So in Naresh workshop, we have used Hugging Face and for embeddings and
Perplexity, yeah.
Perplexity, right?
He means you
So
have used Perplexity. He demonstrated using OpenAI APIs, yeah.
OpenAI, yeah. So now my question is, where should we use? I mean, you have demonstrated in the class, but um, comparing to Naresh session and your session, both
Hmm.
are almost same. Like analyze the PDFs, segregate the questions, chunk it, and generate responses, right? But
Correct, yeah.
yeah, so in our session, I think we have more coding part of it, the for loops and all. If you open that, the your session Python notebook and Naresh sessions Python notebook.
Yeah,
So I think, so I mean, I am correlating because so day one when I asked, I don't have anything.
yeah, yeah.
When I started comparing and trying to segregate it from reading some blogs and going through some short videos and all, so I was able to, okay, so end of the day, what all we need to do is analyze the PDFs, segregate,
Hmm.
um, I mean, parse the PDFs, chunk it, and vectorize it.
Correct, yeah.
So, yeah, so yeah, so I mean, because our session has a lot of code involved. I mean, for the for loops and all.
Hmm.
So yeah, this here.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So this I'm little bit. So this I understood the cosine similarity that we need to make it and all.
Uh-huh.
So based on the assignment given, so where should we inculcate this? What is this? This Llama API service. Where should we exactly use Vertex AI? Was my initial question, but later, so I was able to, I mean, draw some lines and understand that okay, so just because when Naresh used OpenAI, instead of that, we are using Vertex AI here. So that
Correct,
was
yeah. Wherever you were using Perplexity, you have to use Vertex AI Llama. Means,
but
see, Vertex AI is a wrapper, and
yeah,
instead of Hugging Face, you are using Hugging Face for embeddings in your solution. That is fine
yeah,
with me. But Hugging Face is a public one, and most of the enterprises doesn't use the Hugging Face. Okay, even
okay,
if they use Hugging Face, it has to be within the cloud platform they are using. If the cloud platform support Hugging Face, they will use Hugging Face. Otherwise, they will
okay,
deploy Hugging Face in a GPU. If it requires GPU, they will deploy it in a GPU machine, and then they will expose the APIs and then take it further. They will never use Hugging Face directly in enterprise setup. Even for embeddings also, you can use Vertex AI based embeddings, which is the text embeddings 005, as
okay,
demonstrated in the course.
yeah. So I mean, where should I mean? So where will it come on which to use and what exactly should we use, and how can we differentiate them? So that was my initial question actually. So because I mean, seeing this, I mean, if we um, copy this mini rag using Chroma and the other thing, the one which you demonstrated, so I was able to draw some conclusions, but somehow so it was like I mean seeing the questions, I mean seeing the what will you build, there we have hints, right? Collab code generation, so how do we do that
Huh.
based on the assignment that is given? So those all things were were so I was able to draw this conclusion. I mean, implement chunk text and overlap. So I was able to, because you showed us, Naresh showed us, so how do we give overlap and other things where you have explained. So I was able to relate that point. And this output dimensionality do not pause. And
What
this
is that?
the embedded chunks with the embedding models default dimension do not pause the output dimensionality.
Correct. Correct, yeah.
Yeah. This user IDs, upsert IDs, embeddings, documents, metadatas, including source, file name, page number. So these were little. I didn't understand them on where exactly should this be put in place, and
Yeah, that's
mainly,
what. That's what, right?
Also, definition, yeah, ingest resumes, so data DR collection. So where exactly should we use this? So how can we use the AI help to generate the code and other things where
Yeah,
that
sure, sure. So there are two ways to use API. Yeah, AI here. One is
okay,
Vertex. The Collab itself have the AI features. You can see this
yes,
is
right,
Gemini,
Gemini.
right? Now, one way to get started is you can just create a new
New
notebook
notebook.
in Drive, right? And then, based on the assignment given,
Yeah,
so this part you have to do manually. You can
yeah,
also
yeah,
use
yeah.
you can also use ChatGPT for this. More than this, yeah, ChatGPT might be a better bet if you wanted to use AI. So
Okay.
you can pass all the documents to ChatGPT and ask it to come up with the questions and expected responses. However, you need to give the scenarios like I'll be testing based on a particular profile. I'll be
Mm.
testing for a skill across all the profiles. I'll be
Okay.
testing for certifications across all the profiles. So
Mm.
like that, you can give few scenarios and it will give you all the questions and also expected responses. And you need to prompt properly, means you need to say, okay, you are giving too much of information. I am going to use these prompts to test the application which I am going to build based on these resumes. Please be crisp and clear when it comes to responses. Don't go overboard with respect to expected responses. Like that, you have to first streamline the process and get the relevant validation scenario based questions and also expected responses for them. That should be the first task.
Okay.
Now, second task is already we have written a lot of details about what you are supposed to do, right? And
Yeah.
eventually we'll see how to modularize and all. For now, no need to modularize. You just follow this sequence and
Okay.
then use this information. You can copy this, paste here, okay? However,
Mm.
before get, sorry, not here, here.
Generate AI
Huh.
library.
However, before doing this, you need to take care of uh, some setup related tasks that you can copy paste from the existing code itself. You don't need to use prompting, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So just copy paste that and then specify these here and then go one step at a time. Make sure you validate the functions that are generated, whether
Yes.
embeddings are computed or not, whether
Yeah.
documents are stored in the collection or not, whether we capture the
So
metadata or not.
how,
All
how
these
can
things
we
you should validate and then
documents
you have
are
to go one step at a time.
okay? How can we check documents are stored in collection? I mean, we have declared collection variable, and
Huh.
we have ran the notebook. So
Yeah.
we have run the cell, and then how can we check?
So that's what, right? So now if I go here, uh,
and what is this k is equal to 5? So
This is
those.
the wait. Let's go one step at a time, right? So this is where it is saying upset complete or no chunks found, right?
Correct.
And if you look at the code here, you can see collection.query,
Correct.
okay? And you can use this to filter. It will actually get. There are multiple functions like this, similar to SQL, where we have different clauses like select where and all. Collection.query is like where clause,
Okay.
and include is like select clause. So
Okay.
using this, either you can do vector search. Also, there are APIs to select everything.
Mm.
Okay. Probably if you just say collection.query n underscore results equal to k. Sorry, let me see. There should be some API.
One question here. So
Uh,
we have this document. Can you scroll up? Little up. So
one
we
minute.
have distance is this distances related to the vectors, or is
No,
it
no,
some?
wait. You are jumping. Before I answer your question, let me finish this.
Okay.
Okay, first you have asked how to get the documents or how to review the documents, right? Get all the
Collections.
documents. Yeah, collection.get. I don't know. It might work. You have to check. So
Okay.
collection.get will get, it's like select star from.
Okay.
Okay. And as part of the include, you can say whatever you wanted to preserve
Okay.
or whatever you wanted to project, not preserve. So like that, there are multiple functions. You can get the count and all. I think as part of the session, I have even shown how to get the count yeah, from the collection. So using these functions, you should be able to take care of it.
Okay.
Okay. Now you have other questions. Tell me what other questions you have.
This diamond documents metadatas and distances.
Uh-huh.
So this distances is it just is it a keyword of this, or just because we are using cars, and so we are doing a case study of cars, so there we need to
No, no.
includes equal to.
So ChromaDB collection is like index.
Okay.
Okay. So when you actually store the documents in ChromaDB collection using vector approach, okay. So for each document, let's say
Okay.
in this case, each document is nothing but chunk from our original document. Okay,
Okay.
using 300 with characters and 50 as overlap, it have generated 95 chunks. So those
Okay.
95 chunks will be populated into the ChromaDB collection. So your ChromaDB collection will have 95 records. Okay,
Okay.
and each record will have document whatever you consider storing as document. So you can see here document equal to docs. What is
Okay.
doc? uh, the content itself means the text content is nothing but the doc.
Okay.
Okay, and then we are also storing embeddings. In this case include doesn't have embeddings, hence you will not be seeing embeddings. So for that record, for first record, there will be whatever text that is associated with will be in the documents column. This is a column. This is another column. This is key
Okay.
column. There will be a key that will be generated. You can see here. UUID is a function which will create a key, unique value. Okay. So
Okay.
it will store the unique value for that document in IDs, the actual content in docs, the actual embeddings associated with that chunk. Default is 756, right?
Yeah.
Whatever is the number. Those 756 array vector will be stored in embeddings column.
Okay.
Also, we are storing metadata. Metadata is nothing but the source, page number. Those are the details which goes into the metadata. Okay,
Okay.
all these details will be stored in this, and then along with this, it will also compute distances. Okay,
Okay.
it will build the index. So distance means you have other chunks also, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Eventually, so there will be some distance between this one and the others, right?
Mhm.
So, uh, and those distances also will be computed. Actually, those will be computed at the time of you running the query. I don't know whether they will be stored in the database or not. That I have to check. Let me run this. It will take a little bit of time. It will take time. What I will do is I will come back to you on the distances part. Okay.
Okay.
When it will be computed, whether it will be computed before storing into the database or at the time of query, I'm not sure. Remaining things are pretty clear because you are actually saying collection.add and you are saying what is the ID, what are the, you are computing the embeddings for a given chunk and you are storing it here. Then the actual document and the metadata details. Metadata details are nothing but page numbers and so forth. Okay.
Okay.
I will come back to you with respect to distances. Do you have any other questions for now?
No, So my main question is that only. So how do we take the inputs and how do we
Huh.
take the assistance of AI to generate code, and how do we understand that code, and where to place what and which? Because I mean, so we have this. So if we see this code, it's almost like 10 to 15 lines. Whereas in Naresh workshop, the document splitting, parsing, and chunking, even though there we used vector database only, so it's limited. So in which cases should we limit that? In which cases should we go for this?
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
you
So I'll answer that part. Okay.
yeah.
So actually, this Saturday session, there will be overlap between previous session and this session. I understand there are few gaps the way things are communicated in the last session. So this Saturday session also will go for 2.5 to 3 hours. But I most of these things will be clarified. But I will answer that question also at this point in time. Now let's go to the resume, right?
Okay.
So it is saying contact information here. Contact
Mhm.
information is about her profile.
Okay.
Similar to that, we have top skills, and
Okay.
the name is here, summary is here, and then you have experience, right?
Mhm.
Now, let's say you wanted to ask a question about the experience,
Okay.
right? You don't need to go through summary. I'm just giving an example. It might not be
Mhm.
100% appropriate. Uh, uh, or let's say the title. I just wanted to check the title and see whether the title says data engineer or not,
Mhm.
right? So now what I can do, I can even enhance the logic in such a way where this part of the profile is extracted and then it is stored in the database as metadata.
Okay.
Okay. uh, and then when I say filter, I can actually say uh, looking at the metadata only such those profiles which says data engineer. You can build the logic in such manner. So depending upon your use case, depending upon how you wanted to optimize, you can actually take it further. Okay. I'll be showing this the coming week also. Let me open that uh, file, then open notebook. Yeah. See here. Yeah. This is document metadata. Where is it? Not this one. Uh, where am I? Chroma is fine. Where are the embeddings? Load and split all PDFs. Uh, so if you observe here, I am creating a function called as model from path because all our documents related to car sales, the
Okay.
model is within the file name itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I go back to this function model from path, what I'm doing, because I have identified a pattern, I'm trying
Mhm.
to extract this part.
Okay.
Okay. And then I am passing it as a model within metadata. Metadata have model, source, and page.
Okay.
Now, if I wanted to ask questions on Corolla, I can
Okay.
filter for model Corolla and then
Mhm.
ask questions on top of it.
Okay.
Okay, so depending upon how you wanted to design the solution, you
Mhm.
have to come up with the logic to store the embeddings and along with the embeddings, the metadata, and then you have to take it further. Now, all the documents, so Corolla might be 100 page document, and
Okay.
it might be divided into 150 chunks. all 150 chunks have model as Corolla. So it will
Okay.
only check for all 150 documents in ChromaDB will have Corolla as model in metadata.
Okay.
So you will be able to filter only for those 150 records instead of going through everything, and you should be able to get the results and take it further. You don't need to go through 10,000 documents that are there in ChromaDB collection, which are related to other models also. So this fall under performance tuning. So you have to understand your requirement, how to tune the performance, and then take it forward. It's in the end software engineering.
Fine tuning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
means
got it.
yeah, fine tuning is subset of software engineering. So this fall under software engineering,
Okay.
building robust and reliable solutions, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So to answer your question, it all depends upon how you wanted to design your solution and take it further. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So only pending question is distances. I'll get back to you on that. It's a good question. Okay. And then we will take it forward. I'll also include as part of the next session, and it will be clear.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll also emphasize about what you expect in subsequent weeks. I am dividing the whole course into 5 milestones.
Okay.
So there will be redundancy between first and second, but from third it will be pretty smooth.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank
Hmm?
you very much for your time. Take care.
Sure. Bye. Hmm.